Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, Flight Diary Before Route, Episode 5. So, in the last episode, we got to see more of the double date between Isuka and Tatsuya and Aoi and Amane. So, as part of Aoi's suggestion, they went to the haunted house, and it was a way to get Isuka and Tatsuya closer together. So when Isuka got scared of all the horror displays and attraction, she screamed and she clinged onto Tatsuya. And it was scary to the point where even Tatsuya started to freak out. But then it was like, well, I'm a man, I must do my best to protect Isuka. And in the end, it worked out. So, near the end of episode 4, we got some history showing how Isuka started having feelings for Tatsuya. The fact that she wanted him to join the Soaring Club. And she was shy, but thanks to Amane was able to talk to Tatsuya. And in the end, Tatsuya joined the Soaring Club. So now we're seeing the same history from Tatsuya's angle. And let's see how it goes. So first, when did I start having feelings for Isuka? And without a doubt, it was when I first found out about her. And then, when did I fall in love? That part is not very clear to me. And that's because I never fully fallen in love before, so I don't really know what love really is. So when I realized I am in love, it was well after the fact that the first time I met Isuka, I spotted her, was right after school had started. I was absentmindedly looking at the scenery from the window when I saw someone climbing a tree at the back of the campus. So what is she doing? I found later that she climbed up there to help a cat that was stuck. Kind of like Buster from the Arthur TV series. But the cat jumped down, trying to run away from her, leaving her up there. Oh, so instead, Isuka gets stuck. The view is so nice, I just decided to stay up there and bask in the sun. And that's what Isuka had told me later. She is reckless and carefree. And that is how I had come to know of Isuka. I laughed thinking how it reminded me of how my childhood friends would play pranks. So I'm sure he means Aoi and Ageha. And since then, I would keep my eye out for her, and before I know it, I had fallen for her. Well, I had been longing for a chance to talk to her, and when I saw them struggling in the workshop, I mustered up my courage talking with them. I never imagined that they would invite me to join their club a few days later. Okay, so now inside the Soaring Club, Amane is a well-known genius, and Isuka balances her out with crazy ideas. And being with those two made me think that I could just be as amazing as those two.
木で型を作るのはやめといた方がいい。あれは職人技だ。
Okay, so here we have Tatsuya giving some tips to Isuka and Amane.
木は触ったことないからな。うちの工場で扱ってるのは主に金属だし。
簡単そうに見えるんだが。あんたコンタクトにひびでも入ってるんじゃない？なあ達也、私のメガネを知らないか？どこかになくしてしまったんだ。
いや、知らないが。
So, where are my glasses? I knew that Isuka had hidden them somewhere by the way she snickered, but did not say anything, so I don't want to make Amane feel bad.
でも、メガネよりコンタクトの方がいいんじゃないか？
But I think contacts work better for you.
どうしてだ？
Why?
そっちの方が似合ってるからだよ。前かけてたメガネはちょっとやぼったかったな。
Well, I still prefer glasses.
やばい。コンタクトにしてアマネの女子力が上がってる。
So why is Isuka upset?
このままじゃ五十嵐くんが。
Oh, so Isuka's afraid that Tatsuya might go for Amane instead of her.
でもメガネも悪くないんじゃないかな。
Okay, so I'll just give or have you go back to glasses.
だってそっちのが賢そうに見えるじゃん。知的っていうかさ。そうか。それも悪くないな。私はバカだからな。だから明日からメガネに戻そう。僕が探してきてあげる。いや、でもこのままでいい。鼻の上が軽くて疲れないんだ。
Well, I'm getting used to these contact lenses. And sometimes they would have unique conversations between just the two of them. And it's like the two of them are in their own little world and you can't tell unless you are close or when you're up close to see it. Isuka's always looking at Amane, which made me a little jealous on the inside.
このパラシュート使ってさ、屋上から飛んでみようかな。なんでそんなことをするんだ？だって修復が終わるのってまだまだ先でしょ？待ちきれないんだもん。やるのは勝手だが、その程度の高さからだとパラシュートで減速する前に地面に激突するぞ。また夢のないことを言う。あんたにはロマンを感じる心はないの？
So the problem is that Isuka is adventurous, but at the same time, she doesn't realize how dangerous these activities are.
ロマンとやらでパラシュートが機能するなら見せてもらいたいものだが。やってやる。見せてやる。
待て待て待て。
So I hastily stopped her. I'm pretty sure it was just a joke, but Isuka is the type of girl that would actually go through with it sometimes.
一日でも早く機体を修復しよう。俺がお前を飛ばせてやるから。
So I'm sure it is safer to actually just fix the glider and get it working versus doing the parachute.
五十嵐くん。
And whenever I felt jealous of Amane, I always told myself that I would be the one that would get Isuka flying. And then maybe I would earn a place in her heart. I love seeing her look up at the sky. I am fascinated by the way she would talk about her dreams, never wavering. I want to see Isuka fly in the sky.
五十嵐くんが入ってくれて本当によかったよ。
褒めるのはテストフライトを成功させてからにしてくれ。
ぶっちゃけ僕とアマネだけだったらそこさえ目指せなかったから。なんだ達也ばっかり。
So, like Isuka said, I am more of a handyman. And there are lots of things I could do, like study, sports, or construction. I must have a knack for those things, so it didn't take much to acquire new skills. But that was it. And there's nothing special about me. I am not a genius like Amane, nor did I have a dream like Isuka. I didn't have a strong desire to do anything in particular. And that's why I want to do something for Isuka. I want to look up to the sky with her and help her reach her dream. And as time went on, I started enjoying the club for the club itself, not only because I could spend time near Isuka. So we made a plan, put it on track, and eventually things began to take shape. And doing so would delight our friends and loved ones. I would be able to share the happiness with her. I did not need to tell Isuka how I felt. Just being like this made me happy enough.
よーし、早速やるか。おお、あんたはあっちでお茶でも飲んでてください。
Well, I'll build this with Tatsuya, so you just go and wait.
どうしてだ、私もやりたいぞ。
Why not?
しょうがないな。五十嵐くん、誰でもできる超簡単な作業ない？
So apparently you've proven yourself not to be useful when it comes to building parts, so it's better if you just stand aside and let us do the work. And thinking back on it now, the garage is where I spent my youth. A shining season that will never return. And that's why Aoi and the others look dazzling to me. And they felt the same thing I had when Isuka, Amane, and I had spent time in the garage, and it made me want to be with them now. And I thought Isuka might be feeling the same way right about now. Okay, so going back to present times. So, today we had club activities. We gather at the secret base and start to get to work.
今だ。
So what's their plan for today and what's their objective?
今ね。
Because it looks like everyone's bored.
こら、だらだらしないの。だってやることないじゃないですか。
So what can we do?
そういう時は勉強する。朝ちゃんだってパイロット資格取るんでしょ？
Oh, okay, so Asa, you're trying to get your pilot license, right? So you should work on that.
はーい。
Yes. We have become a little relaxed lately now that we have achieved our goal of flying the Morning Glory. And after achieving such a magnificent goal, it is hard to find motivation after it is over. So basically, it should be okay for them to take a break or two. So after all the hard work trying to meet the time when the Morning Glory appears, they should take a break before they move on to something else. And maybe they'll have a better idea about what to do next. And plus, we don't have a deadline to give us pressure either.
たく、みんなたるんでおる。
Well, it'll be just for a bit. Everything will go back the way it was soon. So I'm sure even for you, Ageha, you should take a break too.
葵まで、シャキッとしてよね。
Come on! It must have been agonizing for Ageha, who always spent her time wisely, to do nothing after school.
こんにちは。
Oh, hello, Isuka.
どうしたんですか？別になんか暇だったからさ、見学させてもらっていい？
So, I'm bored too, so I'm just here to watch what you are doing.
いいですとも。ついでにたるんでるみんなにカツを入れてやってください。
Well, please help those lazy people.
たるんでるんだ。あ、これ差し入れ。
Oh, so first, package. Isuka gives the bag she had to Ageha.
これはプレミアムハーゲンダッチ。
So, ice cream. An ice cream that costs about 3 times the price of a regular ice cream.
みんな喜べ。プレミアム様のおなりじゃ。
Okay, so we have ice cream, so let's just take a break and enjoy this.
ま、いつも食べてるけどね。
Everyone gathers around the ice cream.
小鳥ちゃんは？
So what about Kotori? So I'm sure she would like this ice cream especially. She's in the office. Doing what? Oh, so Kotori is at the computer in the office.
小鳥ちゃん？イスカさん。
Kotori saw Isuka and cheered up like a, Labrador retriever seeing her owner return home. Oh, so she brought us some ice cream. So, Hargen Darch ice cream.
これは幻のプレミアムハーゲンダッチ。
There you go.
あまりに高価すぎて割に合わない感じがするから、ヒバリ姉にも普通のでいいからと言って買ってきてもらわなくなった幻の。
So my sister Hibari started to cheap out on me because it was too expensive for Hargen Darch.
そうかな。でも美味しいよ。
But it is worth it, right?
美味しいわ。美味しいのよ。美味しいんだけど、割に合わない感がね。
I can't see where Kotori was coming from. So it costs 3 times as much, but the taste is only slightly better than normal. So in a sense, the regular Hargen Darch has better value.
今日のは僕のおごりだから、遠慮
So
な
I
く
think-
食べるんだよ。
So I think Isuka bought the Hargen Darch premium version, and they use better ingredients, and they take more time to make. But the end result is that it is good, but only marginally better than the regular Hargen Darch.
へえ、食べるわ。
But
あ
I'm
り
sure
がとう、イスカさん。
for taste enthusiasts, they can taste the difference and really see how much better the premium version is. Kotori chooses strawberry and eats it 1 precious spoonful at a time.
やっぱり小鳥ちゃんは可愛いな。持って帰って抱いて寝たいよ。
Hey, well, you didn't have to bring us refreshments like this, so you didn't have to go this far.
でも、
But Isuka's face showed a little concern. She probably thought it is harder for her to visit if she did not do or bring something. So, while at least her family seemed to be wealthy and everyone is happy,
何してたの、小鳥ちゃん。
so anyways, what are you doing here?
シミュレートです。
So Isuka takes a look at the screen. So the flight simulator that Amane has made is displayed on screen.
へえ、なんかゲームみたい。でもこれ退屈なのよね。
Kotori says, looking or sounding bored. I understand what she means. I also fight the urge to sleep while I did my flight training on the simulator. Kotori stares at the never-changing sky on the small screen while eating her ice cream. So now that the glider is in cruise, there's nothing I can really do. Or there's nothing much other than maintaining a steady, stable flight. So it's boring. And that's why for commercial jets, they have autopilot, which helps steer the aircraft during cruise.
本当の空を自分の翼で飛ぶのってどんな気分なんだろう。シミュレータじゃ絶対味わえないわよね。小鳥ちゃん。
Isuka looks at Kotori with pity and then she smiles to cheer her up.
小鳥ちゃんには水瀬くんたちがいるじゃない。一緒に空を飛ぶことはできるんだから。
And with the spoon still in her mouth, Kotori tilts her head and looks back at Isuka.
みんな、集まれ。
And then we hear Amane's voice from the hangar. So what's up now? So Amane comes to the hangar. Wait, so aren't you supposed to be at work? She told me that she had work today. Amane is the supervisor or the expert person for Soaring Club on paper, but didn't really participate except for when we did flight training. She didn't normally have enough time outside of work to come.
ああ、ちょっとな。
So I just stopped by to see what's going on, she said, and then looked around at everyone.
みんな、美味しそうなものを食べてるな。アマネの分もあるよ。
So I have some for you. So ice cream.
本当か。先輩ストップ。
So what's wrong? Ageha stops Amane from being sucked into the premium Hargen Darch.
なぜ邪魔をするんだ、アゲハ。ひどいぞ。
So why are you stopping me?
さっき集まれって言ったの、あなたですよね。
So wait, so you called us and you should tell us what you want us for before you spend lots of time eating through that expensive special premium Hargen Darch.
だから私たち集まったんですけど、一体何の用なの？ああ、そうだった。
Amane crouches down and brings out a huge paper from a file folder.
できたんだ、設計図が。
So what's the blueprint for?
それ、もしかして。
Amane laughs crazily as she looks at Kotori.
君と約束していたものだ、小鳥。
So this is for you. So what is it? Kotori's face brightens up to a smile. And that bright smile is far better than when she's seen the premium Hargen Darch.
よっしゃ、早速取り掛かろう。はい。まずは設計図に目を通しましょう。
So let's take a look at what the blueprint is.
みんな急に生き生きしだした。
Wait, so that's strange. So everyone is now excited. Everyone's laziness from before is gone. Everyone starts to move forward like they had gotten a fresh breath of life. And dumbfounded, Isuka is taken aback from the situation.
アイス、アイス。
Okay, so now that I sent them off, it's time for my treat, so ice cream. And just like in normal Amane fashion, she goes straight for the ice cream while everyone is circling around the blueprint.
先輩、どこ行くんですか？
Wait, so you have to explain this to us first before you...
そうよ、アマネちゃんいないとわかんないでしょ。朝、アマネちゃんのアイス取ってきてあげて。
So until she tells us what this blueprint is, no ice cream for her. Asa? Okay then. Isuka, completely forgotten, takes a peek at the blueprints over everyone's shoulder.
何の設計図 つなの？コックピットみたいだけど。小鳥用のコックピットです。え？ラダーをペダルじゃなく手で操作できるので、鳥先輩でも操縦できるんです。
Okay, so a cockpit designed for Kotori. So Amane did mention a little bit of this near the end of her route in the original visual novel. So I'm working on a new cockpit for Kotori so that she can pilot everything with her hands and she won't have to use her feet. Well, she can't use her feet, so the cockpit will allow anybody to pilot the glider just with their hands.
どうですか、アゲハ先輩。
So how is it? Is it buildable?
思ってたより全然簡単そう。さすが天音先輩だわ。
Well, it is not just a design for the remodeling of the cockpit, but it had been thought out thoroughly to require a minimal amount of work and skill, so it won't be too difficult to modify the current cockpit to accommodate Kotori. So how do you find the time to work on this with all your lab work and lectures and stuff? She had said to herself that she still is not used to lecturing at K3 Academy.
早く小鳥が喜ぶ顔を見たかったんだ。
Well, it was for Kotori.
ありがとう、天音ちゃん。大好きよ。
And now, can Amane enjoy her ice cream? She seems to be enjoying the premium Hargen Darch more than seeing Kotori smile. Ageha is already checking the manufacturing process along with Yoru. And at this rate, we can delegate the work and start making it today.
ついに飛べる。この大空に翼を広げちゃうのよ。君が操縦するの？そうよ。
Kotori answers proudly. And that's why she's been practicing on the simulator. Yep. Isuka looks at Kotori as if she could not believe it. She probably didn't expect someone with a severe disability like Kotori to actually try and fly.
やっとイスカさんに少し追いつくことができるわ。
Wait, what?
これはイスカさんにもらった夢だもの。
So, a dream from you. Kotori's eyes sparkle as she looks at Isuka. And to Kotori, Isuka is the person who had given up her dream, and she still looks up to Isuka even after being just friends. But, however, Isuka looks away from her like she could not handle the pressure.
そっか。頑張ってね、小鳥ちゃん。
Well then, I guess so. Good luck, Kotori-chan. Okay, so now going to work. Ageha is in charge of remodeling the cockpit. After a quick look through and several questions to Amane, we made a schedule and got to work. And with a new goal, everyone is now highly motivated. Asa and Yoru are working as hard as Kotori. And being able to let Kotori fly is a monumental goal for everyone here. And Amane seems pleased that everyone is getting to work. For Amane, crossing her arms and looking important is her way of acting like a supervisor.
あれ？イスカはどこ行った？
But where's Isuka? She headed towards the office a few minutes ago. Or a minute ago. Isuka seems a little bored when everyone got busy, but She seems kind of down though. Maybe she had left the docks because she didn't feel like she belonged here. Well, you should go after her. So we're all okay here. So don't worry about us.
おう、そうする。
So what's wrong with Isuka? So she's looking down. This was the dream you handed down to me. So Isuka is remembering what Kotori said earlier. But what's wrong still?
あの時の写真だ。
Oh, so the photo.
みんないい顔してるな。いいすか？
So now Amane goes to Isuka.
写真を見てたのか。これ、こないだ撮ってたやつだよね。ああ、モーニンググローリーから帰ってきた後撮った写真だな。
So I'm sure Isuka was there when the photo was taken.
みんないい顔してるね。あまねもなんか充実してるって感じ。まあな、何せ夢を叶えた直後だからな。そっか。
Yes, I guess.
どうした？具合でも悪いのか？
So you don't seem well.
僕は。
For me,
僕はここにいられなかった人間だ。自分から夢を捨てて親友を裏切って。いいっすか？なんか惨めだね。この写真のすぐ外に僕もいたのに。
So if it wasn't for that incident, I would have been able to make or be here.
一体どうしたんだ？別にみんなのことが羨ましいだけ。それなら君も参加しないか？
But you can join us.
何に？
In what?
ソアリング部だ。一緒にやろう、いいっすか？
So let's do it together.
バカだな。できるわけないでしょ。もう系風の学生じゃないんだから。
Well, it's too late because I'm not sure if Isuka graduated.
どうしてだ？私はやっているぞ。
Well, so even though I'm not a student anymore either, I'm still part of it.
それはあんたが小鳥ちゃんたちの仲間だからでしょ？君もなればいい。仲間に。
I welcome you.
無理だって。
Well, I can't accept it.
なれるさ。みんないい子たちだぞ。何よそれ。なんなら今から作業を。無理だって言ってるでしょ、バカアマネ。
Uh-oh, so it looks like things are getting worse between Isuka and Amane.
無理だって言ってるでしょ、バカアマネ。
And when Isuka screamed at Amane, it looks like everyone can hear it. Isuka's scream had traveled and everyone stopped working. Uh-oh, so there's a fight going on in the office.
何？今の。イスカさんの声？バカバカ、あんたなんか嫌い。もう顔も見たくないわ。
A door slams, accompanying the voice. So basically, Isuka just slammed the door on Amane and left. Wait, Amane? When I head towards the office, Amane is staying there alone, isolated. Wait, so what happened?
イスカが嫌いって。
So she hates me now.
私の顔なんて見たくないって。
And right when I thought I could see a tear in her eyes, large droplets come pouring out. and Amane jumps into my chest and I hold her. Well, I don't know what had gone on, but I just held Amane as she bawled like a child. Okay, so the dishes are done. I turned off the faucet in the sink and dried my hands with a towel. It's already past 9 at night. Kotori enters the dining room, and right when I have finished working. So what's up? Yeah, well, I think she's still in the office. Amane and Isuka seem to have gotten into a fight right in the middle of club activities. And by the time I got to the office, Amane clung onto me, bawling her eyes out. And when I asked her what happened, she just shook her head and said she does not know. After she had cried for a while. Well, I'll just go to work then. I'll forget about all this. She said peevishly and sat in front of the computer. And then... So... I'm not sure if this is what Amane was going to do after she completed presenting the blueprint to everyone. I'm pretty sure her work had to be done at school, not here. She starts typing crazily on the keyboard. So after that, she went into a trance, and even if I try to talk to her, it's like talking to a brick wall. So basically, Amane is ignoring everything around her. I left with a note just in case, but she probably has not read it yet. So was it because of me? How so? And considering the timing, I can see why she would think that. But even if that is the case, that's not your fault. Kotori seems down, so I pat her head. Amane drew that blueprint for us, so you should be happy. Kotori nods without confidence and then looks up at me. So I think you should go and cheer her up. So even though she's ignoring everything, even you, I'm sure inside her heart she wants you by her side. Okay, I will. Kotori smiles in relief upon hearing that. Okay, so I wonder if Amane will listen to Aoi now. So, let's see. I went too fast. So, as I entered the office, I could not hear the sound of the keyboard anymore. Instead... So, time to eat. And you can see that Amane has her glasses on now. I can hear the sound of a wild beast devouring its food. Wait, Amane? The sound stops when she hears my voice. I look around the desk and saw Amane sitting in a chair. She's stress eating, and by the looks of it, she bought snacks from the convenience store. Snacks, so that includes chocolates, ice cream, and maybe chips and cookies, and it was all over the place. Wow, so you ate this all by yourself? Amane nods, keeping her eyes still. You know, they don't look healthy. And being a former athlete, things like this worry me quite a bit. But I'm sure for Amane, she doesn't care. So, do you finish your work? Yes. So you got snacks from the convenience store and stress ate, right?
仕事をしたらお腹が空くんだ。カロリーを摂取しないといけない。
Well, I need calories at least. Well, you know, you should eat some real food, so not snacks and junk food. And it worries me as your boyfriend.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry. Amane looks down and apologizes and then puts the half-eaten chocolate down. Okay, so I'll listen to Aoi-kun and stop eating all this junk food. So why do you have your glasses on? So do you lose your contacts? Amane shakes her head.
イスカが言ったんだ。私はメガネをやめた方がいいって。
So it's like, well, Isuka was the one that kind of pushed me into contacts, and if I wear those, it reminds me of Isuka, so I'm just gonna stay out of those. So, you're rebelling.
イスカなんか知らないんだ。
Well, this does not look good. Well, I think you look better with contacts too, so how about you listen to me and go back to contacts?
イスカの味方するのか?
So are you trying to side with her? Wait, so I'm siding with Isuka? I grabbed a chair from the neighboring desk and sat next to Amane. Okay, so tell me what happened.
本当にわからないんだ。イスカがあの写真を見てたんだ。
So I don't know what happened.
私が声をかけて。
And all that I remember is that she was looking at the photo of us after the morning glory. Wait, picture. So this picture? So it is the group picture when... Okay, so the group picture we took right after we got back from the morning glory.
そしたらイスカが僕はここにいられなかった人間だって。
Wait, so she said that?
うん。私はバカだからイスカの気持ちがわからない。どうしてあんなこと言うんだ?
And when I heard Amane's story, I remember the troubled look Isuka had when she had given the notebook back to Kotori. So if you remember, Isuka had Kotori keep the notebooks. Like, well, it's yours, just keep it. So across the corridor in the sky. Well, basically, to go through the passage of clouds. Isuka's expression had clouded over as she had seen her own dream written down. Once she had written to Amane, giving up on her own dream and called herself a liar.
やっと一緒に飛べると思ったんだ。あの頃の続きができるって。なのに、イスカはもう知らない。イスカなんてバカバカ。
Amane lags as spite comes out of her mouth. And the vibration causes the mouse to move and the screensaver of the 3D glider to turn off. Isuka might be having a hard time with this too, you know, but she is happy to see you.
そうだろうか。それもなんだか怪しいぞ。
Well, I don't think so. And when Amane is like this, she would not hear a word you had to say.
もういいんだ、イスカなんて。私には葵がいるからいいんだ。
Well, Amane? Well, I feel sorry for Amane, but at the same time, I thought it's cute, so I held her head in my arms.
Aoi.
Amane buries her head into my chest. Okay, there. I'm patting a woman much older than me on the head like a child. I want to do something for both of them, but I can't do anything if I don't know what the problem is. Well, hopefully time could fix this, but... And the one thing I could do for certainty is to stay by her side and ease her worries during that time.
Aoi.
So try not to worry about it so much. There must be a reason. Well, it's okay. So you two will make up in no time.
なんだ。イスカなんてもう知らない。
Well, no thanks. Amane says that coldly. She fixed her glasses back in place after they had moved around from my hug.
イスカとはもう絶好だ。あんなやつ、友達でもなんでもないんだ。
Well, don't say things like that.
本気だぞ。本気なんだからな。
She looks up at me to deliver the statement. Okay, so I get it.
信じてないな。
Well, I don't think you do. Well, anyhow, so why don't we go home? You're done working, right? Yes.
でも、もうちょっとこうしていたいぞ。
So how much longer?
お腹がすくまでだ。
Until I want to eat. So that might take some time, given that you just ate so much junk food. Or so I thought. Okay, so I'm sure Amane still wants more. And I'm sure this time I will give Amane actual food that's nutritious versus junk food. Wait, so what is that sound?
お腹が空いてきたぞ。
Wait. So didn't you just eat all those snacks just a minute ago? There you go.
知らないのか？甘いものは別腹なんだぞ。
Well, the problem is that those sugary foods, so the calories burn quickly, and once that's burned up, then you'll go back to being hungry. So basically, Amane needs something that has more energy than quick calories like sugar. So candy, cookies, ice cream, chocolates. And normally that's what you would say before getting dessert.
今日の晩ご飯は何だい？
So tonight we'll have Korean BBQ.
帰ろう。
Okay, so I want it. So let's go home then. What? I thought you wanted to stay like this a little longer.
何してるんだ、葵。早く帰るぞ。
Well, I want that BBQ, so let's go home then. Amane quickly gathers her things and tries to stand up first to go home. I feel like I just lost to Korean BBQ. So it was food and it's something that sounds delicious. And now I'm the one to pout. But with that in mind, I took a very hungry Amane home to the Fine Fish Manor. Okay, so it looks like we're back in some past memory, and if I remember correctly from the Japanese version, there's actually an H scene that happens for Amane. So Amane wanted Aoi to do everything he can to help make her feel better after the nasty argument and breakup with Isuka. But in the end result, Amane still declares that I'm not friends with Isuka anymore. I don't want to be reminded of her, and I don't really care about her anymore, so that's that. And Aoi being, well, I still think it's better if you make up with Isuka. I'm sure there are some reasons why she would be all angry like that. So anyways, it is the end of summer break in our 4th year when I had found out that Isuka is gone. Or was gone. It is as if the rainy season would never end. The gloomy weather just went on and on. And that summer, I had gone to my grandfather's place in the countryside a few days before the Oben festival. And because Grandpa is sick and didn't have a long life left, the entire family gathered there. And when I was a kid, I had really been close with Grandfather, and he had always treated me well, even compared to other grandchildren. And even though I felt bad for leaving the club behind, I left Kazugura for a while. And around the same time, Amane hadn't been around either. She was in America at a research facility per her father's suggestion. She said it is her bargaining chip for her to refuse college admission. And when I returned to Kazugura at the end of summer break, I came back to a broken glider and an empty garage. And when I saw it like that, I knew there must have been an accident.
昨日飛び降そうに行ってみたけど、ヒスカはいなかった。
そうか。
Hold on, let's see what Tatsuya had to say more.
昨日飛び降そうに行ってみたけど、ヒスカはいなかった。いなくなってた。
Okay?
行き先もどうなったのかも教えてはもらえなかった。
そうか。いつかも困ったやつだな。またこんなことをして。
So Amane examined the damaged glider like it is not a big deal.
あまね。
きっとすぐにまた現れるさ。いつかはそういう子だろう。
I couldn't think like that at all. And the teachers kept their mouths tightly shut when asked about Isuka and tried to divert the attention away from the topic. And the manager at the Flying Fish Manor looked at me with sympathy but would not tell me anything. I could not find out if Isuka is safe or not.
戻ってくる前に破損した部分を補修してしまおう。これは大仕事だぞ。
Amane is not the kind of person to laugh a lot when I first met her. She has started to laugh a lot more since that year we spent in the garage, cheerfully from her heart. And she still laughs like that now, even if she is sad or anxious, but could not even imagine or manage to smile. So another month had passed, and it had been over 2 weeks since fall semester started. And not many people noticed Isuka is gone since she usually missed a lot of school and did not have any friends. In fact, for some people, it might have been more peaceful than before without Isuka's antics to shake things up. Surprisingly, the world kept spinning normally as if no student had gone missing without a reason at all. And time erodes everything, smoothing out feelings and turning them into memories. I bore the sorrow of losing Isuka, buried it, and moved on to a new, vain sense of daily life. But not for Amane. She kept confining herself to the garage even during the second semester.
よし、こんなもんかな。
そんなもの修理してどうなる？
いやあ、達也、久しぶりだな。
ソアリング部は廃部になる。生徒会から聞いてないのか？
So no, now that the Soaring Club is doing nothing, they want to close it down. The teachers have pressured the student council to abolish the club due to the accident, and even from lack of members. And the advisor, Okano-san, suddenly quit after the summer break before he had been able to retire. We assume he must have taken responsibility for the accident, but I don't know for sure.
それなら大丈夫だ。私から先生らに説明して続けさせてもらえることになった。顧問はまだ決まっていないが、岡野先生の代わりに新しい先生が来るそうだから頼んでみるつもりだ。
Amane had continued to lock herself in the garage, trying to keep the Soaring Club alive by herself.
やめよう、アマネ。イスカはもう戻ってこない。アマネ。
Come on, Amane, so let's just give up.
イスカが私に何も言わずいなくなるはずがない。親友なんだぞ、私。
だから、それは。
それに約束したんだ。あの写真の場所へ連れて行ってくれるって。
アマネ。
And the garage is like a time capsule that contained our time spent with Isuka. Amane tried to keep Isuka's promise alive by confining herself in the garage, and I can't do anything in front of that strong yet tense resolve. My feet started to wander farther away from the garage and eventually from Amane.
組み立て急ぐよ。
Okay, so this looks like a good place to stop. So, I feel that Isuka is upset because, well, if it wasn't for the accident or the incident of me trying to fly in a fish glider, none of this would have happened and I would have been able to go to the morning glory with everyone else. But instead, she was out of Keifu Academy for many years and only got to see part of it. And it makes Isuka kind of sad. So the fact that, well, I don't deserve this because it was the other people who made it possible. So fixing the glider and doing practice flights, it actually setting the stage to go to the morning glory when it came. And Amane was part of that. But hopefully she'll understand because by now we know that it was Isuka who inspired everyone, especially Kotori and Amane, to go for it. So the morning glory. And even though that morning glory has passed, I'm sure they could do other things in the Soaring Club that are more exciting, that are like the morning glory. So maybe some time for Isuka to improve on her piloting skills and such. But anyways, we'll see what else or what's going on in the Soaring Club in the next episode. With that in mind, I'll see you later.